Hello?
Looking for Roderick?
You're looking for who?
Roderick Montgomery? Officer place?
Okay, hold on one moment.
I'ma go hard, bitch, yeah, I'm a star. Hate on me now, cause I'ma go far. Look at me now, if you wanna see good in 5 years tops, I'ma still be.
Officer at the door looking for you. Go talk to him. And don't act up so they shoot you. Are you sure it's a recording?
Yes, I checked everything. The cops are out there.
Okay, go ahead. Why are they here? Go, Roxy.
What?
Get Roxy.
What?
Why are they here?
What do you mean, why?
Make sure you turn the light on first. This is recording?
He's behind. Yeah.
Go ahead, go. Turn this light off inside. Turn the light off inside.
Hi.
Hello, you Roderick?
Yes.
My name is Muff. Hey. So I'm out here because I've got some paperwork I've got to give you.
Okay.
This is an order of protection. I'm assuming you're aware of what's going on. Alright, so basically it says you're not to have any contact with except through legal means. That includes third-party contact as well, and you can't have any contact with the protected person, which is also lists protected residence is, and then it says that if you own any firearms, you're required to turn those in to police within 24 hours of service. Okay. You have 7 days that you can dispute this with the court if you wish. It is the 21st. Have any questions?
No, not right now.
Basically what I'm filling out right now is just the affidavit of service.
Okay.
And that's your copy, sir.
That's everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Hey, thank you.
Yep, have a good night.
You too.
All right, I didn't know if it was a real cop or not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have a good one.
Have a good night.
I thought it was, I didn't know if it was
I
a real
checked the
cop or
camera
not.
at the driveway to see, and I can see them.
The cops are at my house,
So-
right? I just didn't want to make a big scene with
Yeah,
him.
I
He's got a
checked
body cam on
I checked the
too.
camera up there, and
Yeah.
I saw the car, and then he was behind the wall.
Yeah, that's what got
I know.
me suspicious, because he was standing way over there when I checked the ring, and I talked to him through the ring, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And he didn't look like, he looked like he was just some guy dressed up in body armor or
Right.
something, so I'm just like, what the heck, I didn't know that they serve order of protections, the cops.
What, you thought you did for $10?
I thought the sheriff's department does it and process servers. I didn't know that the actual cops come and do it.
Just a regular street cop?
Yes.
Huh.
He said, I'm so-and-so with the
So,
police
yeah, but he's
department.
like, does street work, and this is just a bonus
I
thing,
don't know.
or-
She must have filled out a form that she couldn't pay for it or something. Like,
Probably.
that's when the sheriffs usually do it, though.
But it's not even a sheriff, huh?
No, that was an
So, I don't know. It's 2019.
Yeah, he got an order of protection served to him. And I'm just like, I didn't know if it was a real cop or what the heck it is, because I never have any problems over here, And I'm just like, and when I looked through the ring, it looked like some guy.
Yeah, I heard the banging on the door, so I checked
you
my
hear
camera. I was like,
And
uh-oh.
He's standing way over there. Like, he's standing way away.
Yeah, 'cause he's
from the
gonna
door,
get
and I
shot
seen a
at.
light, and I seen a flashlight, and I'm like, and body armor through the ring, and I'm like, hello? And then he asked for you, and I'm like, I'm still suspicious if it's real or not all the time,
Right.
No, you never know.
So you talked through the doorbell?
Yeah, I talked through the ring.
See, isn't it great having cameras?
It is, but see, the thing is that it's usually a sheriff. It was back in the day. If you can't afford to have a process server, you get a sheriff's deputy, county
And that's
sheriff's
free?
officer. Yes.
Wait, isn't that better?
You fill out a thing at the courthouse.
Isn't that better?
This did it. He said I'm
that better? Sending a cop than a random person?
Well, yeah, but it's only for free people.
Yeah, well,
Like, people
that's
that
better.
can't
I would get the
afford
free one.
Yeah, but you have to prove that you can't afford it or something. I don't know.
So he got served the order of protection?
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, good, I don't want to go near anyway.
Yeah, right? He's like, thank you for doing me a favor. He shakes the officer.
I need to get
"Thank
my
you."
own.
He shakes the officer saying, thank you. Have a good night. Instead of trying to resist it like people do. I don't want this. Get out of here. Jesus Lord. That scared the crap out of me. They knock hard like that, though, the cops.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They pound on your door. And I shut the TV off right away. Because they can see in my window. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, because you like to leave your window open.
I told her to go get cotton eye because, you know, he's thought somebody's trying to break the door down, actually. I told you too, I think, Darren. I told everybody this, like probably a month ago. I said that she was going to call the cops and try to put you in jail. And that you need to stay away from her. But she kept on texting me on Facebook telling me that you're threatening her. I need to tell you to stop. And you're doing this and you're fighting, sending me text messages of your guys' fight and everything. She kept doing it. And so I stopped responding to her. I said, look, I'm not going to go tell him anything because it's going to make it worse. If I tell him this stuff, then he's going to know that you're telling me your fights. And it's going to make it worse because I'm sure he doesn't want me knowing your guys' fights. That's none of my business. But she kept on doing it anyway. Anyway. So I told everybody. And I told Ricky too. I said, you know what? These stupid always call the cops on these guys and try to put them in jail for some reason I don't know. And that's exactly what this girl's going to do. And that's exactly what she tried to do. They do it. They like to send their guys to jail for some reason. And they do it all the time. Why are you recording me?
This is for the vlog.
What? Like this? I'm looking like a bum?
I only have her upper body.
People are going to send me to jail.
Maybe they'll feel
like,
bad for you and
this
send you a couple dollars.
This lady's whacked out sports, whacked out. No, seriously though. And I knew this. So then last night when she texted that to me, I never opened up the thing. The email, I just read that it said that she called the cops. So that's when I texted you and said she called the cops. But I didn't know why or what or whatever. I knew it's gotta be something stupid. I knew you're not dumb enough to fucking smack her around and beat her up. So then I was thinking they're gonna pull you over away. They're gonna repo my chair, all kinds of crap. You know, but then they wouldn't go after you if you didn't touch the person, you know?
Right.
But she's like, he's threatening me. She said this, why he's threatening me. Can you tell him to stop? No, I can't tell him to stop. What do I look like to you? A counselor or a goddamn officer? No.
Threatening what?
Maybe a month ago. And at that point in time, I just stopped responding altogether and didn't say anything. I'm just like, I am not going to. I'm not getting in the middle of people's fights. Like, you know?
Right.
Like, what the Like, can you tell him? Like, he's 16 years old. Okay, I'll ground him for the week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever, dude. One day, I was looking out the window, and she's grabbing your phone from you, trying to get it from you, and she's fighting out here.
See?
Give me it, yeah. And I'm like, that bitch is gonna put him in jail, dude. That bitch. Because that's just what happens. They do that, Aaron. They do that, and you and I know it. And you know what? As many times as I could have put in jail, I didn't do it just because I'm not that person, you know?
She had so much trouble with him. He was threatening her nonstop.
Right, I know. He was threatening to do slice her tires, all kinds of He did slice the tires, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything, really.
Yeah, no, they don't do anything. The only time they're going to do something is if you physically harm that person, then they would have came here last night looking for him. And if I would have not let them in here, then they would have got a search warrant because now it's an attempted murder thing, it's an assault, all that stuff, you hurt a person. But if you just threaten a person or say you're gonna do this or that or something, you know, they're not doing anything. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, the only reason why, wow.
That's from her? Lord have mercy. Okay, so what the hell?
See?
Oh my God. Bruh. So then you should have stood there.
I need the restraining order.
He's got nail marks all over him. Scratches like Freddy Krueger scratched them all up.
From her?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So what you do is you...
Today?
No, it's from yesterday, right?
Yeah.
It's from last night. When she, quote, told me, I'm sorry, I just called the cops on Rodrick. Okay, what are you sorry for? And then why are you telling me this stuff? Because this is the worst thing a person can do. Go to his mother and tell me your fights. So the next time you walk in my house, I'm just gonna open my arms and greet you. Oh, hi. I'm not gonna be all pissed off because you know, you're a bad person now because you're calling cops and you're this and you're that. Because his dad used to do that. And his dad's sister used to say, quit going to mom with your guys' fights because she's going to start hating Kathy and then there's going to be a problem and you guys are going to be back together the next second. Now stop. And sure enough, that's what happens. That's what happens. You don't do that. Like, you don't do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because people get back together and then that person you told about the fight and shit don't like that person now.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And that's what she was doing. And I'm like, why are you... First she started doing it to my other son. She started texting him. And he's like, oh, God. And he just stopped. He didn't respond. He didn't respond. And I said, now it's me. I said, what the hell is your problem?
Good thing I'm having an account.
I said, what is your problem? I said, what the hell is this going on here, you know? And I'm just like, oh, wow, that's awful. Yeah, he said this and this and this and this. And I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I had problems with his dad, too, like that. It'll blow over. These people are fighting over, like, you cheated on me, who you this and this. And that was actually in the text messages to me. Oh, he's some girl named Heather or something. I'm like, what? Like, I need to know this.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know this. Did you watch? How did it turn out? Was it interesting? And I'm just like, you know, like, what would you say this to me for? Like, why didn't you go tell your dad or mom that? Like, what are you telling me for? Would you like me to come over and witness this with you or what? You know? And she would just take screenshots of their fights and send it to me. And I'm like, what on God's green earth are you doing? You know? And then something about how they went to wrestling. And he had made a comment, my son, how the wrestler looked better than her. And she was throwing a fit over that.
That's Heather.
And I'm like, well, they do look better than you. I mean, I didn't say that, but, you know, I'm just like, those wrestlers have good bodies. These women are all gorgeous women, you know? They're buffed out, their bodies are hot, they're hot. So it is true.
Well,
First, she started off asking me if he was on something. Is he on drugs? Is he on something? And I'm like, huh? I'm like all dumbfounded. I was like, yeah, I'm right there when he did his line last night.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing it with him, actually. We were shooting each other with our syringes. And then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute here. You're supposedly the counselor, and you want me to counsel your relationship? How weird is this? Yeah, really, right? I'm like, I have no education. You want me to counsel you? You're the counselor, aren't you? I have bad anxiety, and he's just using that to his advantage. Okay. How many other people have bad anxiety?
Me.
Talking to somebody right now, right, Erin?
right.
It's really crazy, man. And I'm just like, here, and I'm sitting here going to Cotton Eye. Here I am in the middle of people's fights. Here I am in the middle of their business. Here I am. You know, what God's green earth is, and Cotton Eye's like, I'm glad it's you and not me. Because at first my other son started feeling weird, right? Because she started doing it to him. He's doing this, he's doing that, it's over. It's over this time for sure, and all kinds of weird shit. It's over. I just want to let you know this. And we're like, why do we need to know this? And Cotton Eye's like, I said, what did you say? And Cotton Eye goes, I just stopped responding, and then she stopped. I said, yeah, now that I'm getting it.
What she's looking for is for someone to respond saying, oh, well, I'll talk to him because that's not cool.
Well, you know what? It's not cool, or it is cool, or whatever, but the fact is that these are grown adults. You know, and I, as the parent, cannot stop anything unless my child was 16 years old or something. Then I could say, you know what, I'll talk to them or something. You know, they're kids, you know, they're teenagers or something. You're not teenagers.
Right.
You're almost 30 years old here. What on God's green earth would you like me to do about it? Oh, then she's like, he's threatening me. Can you please talk to him? Okay, let's see here. I said, and then I'm sitting here, I said, yeah, I can talk to him, and it's just gonna make things worse. Wouldn't you think that? Because I would be pissed off if somebody went to my parents and said this. I'd be like, I don't even want my parents to know. What are you doing? And then the fight would be on even worse. You know, like, why are you including my mother in this? You know, I'd be pissed off, you know? So, I don't know. But this is what the women do. And I said this a while ago. I said, it's going to come down to where she tries to get him arrested because they feel superior when that happens. My man just got out of jail, and then they take him back when they get out. But they get him a nice record, you know?
Oh, yeah.
they get him a criminal record and stuff for domestic violence. And then she starts sending me all these messages. He's the only dad my son ever knew, and now my son's crying. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, go find your sperm donor. It's not over here. You know, your sperm donor is not here, lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that too. What am I supposed to do with my child? Because he wants him. Go to his real dad maybe? I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Because
You risk by getting kids involved when you're, you know.
Yeah, well, don't mess with scum and this wouldn't happen. Don't mess with toilet bowl scrape and this wouldn't happen.
Hey, Google, stop.
I just don't, you know, and I day and night that I'm putting everybody's business here, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be putting people's business and stuff, and then here comes somebody from left field putting me in the damn
Right.
I'm like, oh my God.
You've had your share of drama and all that.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. And I didn't put people in jail, but I know that these girls do it.
Is story time over?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just knew that. Yeah, I just knew that she was going to do that. You can ask everybody. I think I told you too, Erin, huh, that she was going to put him in jail. I don't know if it was you. Yeah. Yeah, see, she said, yeah, I told her. Yep. Because I just know those type of people, you know. She's not going to be satisfied until that happens because they sit there and when they start this cheating stuff or, you know, this jealousy thing, nah, they got to put their guy in jail. They have to.
Right.
They just got to feel that they won and stuff, you know. So I knew it, you know. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to, you know, act like, you know, I'm trying to invade or make statements that or whatever. But that was my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know. So that was kind of funny, but I don't know.
Cool trick. She's doing tricks on her little scooter.
Is this the canine? Is this the canine? This is our canine. You working for the police? Who are you working for? The sheriff's department?
What about Mitty?
Mitty's working for the task force. Yeah. Hold on, Rick.
Hey.
Ricky's saying that you should fight
My
the
friends
order
are saying I
petition.
should go. Yeah, I read the explanation. She kind of made up a couple of things.
Well, yeah, but you have like.
But here's the
marks
other thing.
all
I have
over
a 40-minute video of her blocking in my car and holding me captive and not letting me leave.
I put
have
it on
pictures,
camera.
yeah.
And then, she wouldn't let him leave. She was blocking in
This
his
wasn't
car and
yesterday, though.
everything.
Are you, boo, when you're getting stuff, you need to have your camera rolling.
I know, but then she takes it.
Yeah, she does. I watched her grab it out of his hand one day here and everything.
Ricky, come on, boo.
Rip
you're
it from
a man,
her.
dude.
Yeah, but then if he grabs it back and puts his hand on her, guess what?
No, you don't let somebody pull it out of your hand in the first place.
Well, he was trying not to, and then she grabs his arm and does all kinds of weird to it and everything, and
Stay
then
away from her, boo, before you end up in jail, dude. Trust me.
I
dude.
am.
He
But
is.
here's the thing. My friends are saying I should file one against her.
Well, you should.
Because
but
she
she's
always
not gonna-
comes here.
Right,
And
and
she's like,
sits
I'm
out
outside.
here.
I'm like, leave. And she's like, no.
Yeah, she
And then I
sits
have
out
that
here.
40-minute video for her holding me captive.
Last time she came here, she got out before you installed this camera and walked in the driveway and
Yeah,
looked at the
see?
truck and everything. I said, what is she doing? Yeah.
Why? But you're not going to go around her anymore, right?
No.
You should go get one against her.
See? So.
You know what? I told
If you want her
you.
to stay away from you, if you want her to stay away from you,
I told you, Ricky, a long time ago that it's going to be like that because she was that type of girl that wants to do that. Remember? That will.
yeah, you do.
I told you. I told everybody that for no reason. No reason.
It's a waste of time.
I know that's what they like to do. They like to cause problems, you know.
Yeah, they're weaponizing the police, weaponizing the cops against you.
They were in his room and she was fighting with him and he kept telling her to leave. No. I was going to call the cops on both of them. And she was sitting in there and he goes, just leave. Just get out of my house and my room and leave. And she said, no. That's not invited.
Can't go back.
He's not going back. That girl is the one that begs over here. She sits out front in my window all night for hours. But I'm not sure how she attacked him like that with the scratches all over and stuff. And then she's going to turn around and call the cops herself.
How did that
Put
happen
marks
with
on you.
scratches?
And then she's going to turn around and call the cops on you
By trying to not let me leave?
by not letting him leave.
We can take pictures of that.
Yeah, I got pictures of this, other bruises and different things.
You know? And
Pictures of those scrapes, whatever.
she does that. She comes over here and she sits out there and then she sits there, come out. He ignores her, tells her, I don't know what he's telling her on the text message, but he's not going out. He doesn't go out and she sits out there for 2 hours. And then she finally leaves. But what I'm saying is you don't see in that order protection anywhere that it says that Roderick put his hands on me. he hit me or anything, see? When he should have, because she was f***ing him up.
He should have.
Well, I'm just saying he shouldn't have, but in real life, like, he needs to defend himself, like, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if he does, he'll go to jail, but he's got f***ing marks all over him. But then that's what they do. They mark you up, and then they turn around and call the police fast so you don't. And say, you know, but she didn't say anything about him hitting her or anything like that, see? Because she's the one that did the hitting.
So all in all, no crime has been committed.
Well, there has, though, because she marked you up. So she actually should be f***ing arrested. Because all she said was, I'm sorry, I just called the cops on Roderick.